that's what I write. I write love songs. I write songs about relationships and whatever that relationship is. In my case, they're boy-girl songs, uh, but more often than not, they get written from a perspective where they're not he or she, they're you and me. So the you can be whoever it is for you listening. You're you. Um, and that's a myriad of people and things too. Like your dreams could be you. Your dreams might be the things you want to get closer to, your goals, um, your life. I mean, you got to get closer to your life. I mean, uh, so I think it's just it's connected to intimacy, the title, and taking stock of where I am today. Am I getting closer? And and to whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve, I got to get closer, whether that be love or, as I said, any of my goals or dreams or anything. Um, the title just means get closer. I think that's what we all need to do. My instincts have always been to run, to run from love, from intimacy, from the things that I really need. My instincts are to run because I'm scared. Um, but I'm more willing today to um, to have the courage to get closer to to the things in my life that matter to me, my wife and my daughter and love, and it's scary. It's a scary place because it's a vulnerability. But as I keep getting closer, my life seems to keep opening up to the life that I always wanted. But I got to keep getting closer. So that's really what it's about. But it's a big open-ended meaning, really. And ultimately, you guys will all find your own connection to what this title means. As to hopefully a lot of the songs, which are written in such a way where you can connect to it your own way. However it resonates with you and is your story, and the song can be yours. And that's what I love about music. One of the things I love about it. Okay, moving on. Gosh, long answer. Donna from Hampstead is it Maryland? Is MD Maryland? Good God, I'm new here. Donna. Hi, Donna. When will you come to Baltimore? We're coming to Baltimore next year, right? Yeah, we are. We're going to be there next year. We have a huge tour happening next year, and I know we're going to get to Baltimore. I'm not sure of the dates right now. Do I ever do small concerts? Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. In my living room, almost every day, and usually just my wife and my daughter present. Uh, we we did a few club shows a while back when we started the tour. We did some for our good friends at Verizon, and I loved playing the club shows. I really enjoyed them, and hopefully we'll do more of those in the future too. And maybe some unannounced things. I'd love to do some of that, and I've got some other ideas to do small unannounced performances too. Because as a musician, I love that. There's a connection and a thing with the music that only happens in those really really small places and environments. So yeah, there's gonna be more of those. Mandy from South Park, PA, Pennsylvania. Hi Mandy. Can't believe there's a place called South Park. Wow. How do you determine which songs get cut to your record? And from that point, which songs you include in your set list for your concerts? She says she's been to 15 shows. Good gosh. It never gets old. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. I don't usually do, you know, I don't usually overcut that much for a record. I usually feel as we get in the studio and we attack a song that it happens really quickly, or it becomes apparent that it's not ready, it's not ripe. So I shelve it. So I don't end up cutting 20 songs for a 10-song record. But nonetheless, there's a few that I will probably cut from inclusion of this album, but they'll see their light of day somewhere. How that happens, I don't know. It's just a bit of a process, really. The record starts to have a sound and a thing about it, and certain songs seems to fit, and other ones just don't seem to fit the record. Putting a set list together live is much harder. A quality problem when we've got a few songs now that people know. And sometimes album tracks that I want to do too, old album tracks, songs that were never singles. I think just moving it around, trying to keep a few slots in our set that are open for changing songs out from night to night. And I think when I know when we do the tour next year, that we'll rehearse a huge chunk of songs and have them ready to slip in so we can change the songs around from night to night a little bit too. Because particularly people like you that go to multiple concerts, it's kind of nice to hear things you haven't heard before. Karen from Louisville in Kentucky. Hi, Karen. I was wondering if you and Nicole are going to expand your family by having another baby in the future. Sunday is so beautiful. Thank you. We'd love to. We would love to expand our family, and if that's the plan for us, then we will embrace that. Definitely. We're very, very grateful to have a child, a healthy child right now, and if we should be blessed with another one, we'd be thrilled. Kathy from Leamington. Is it Leamington? L-E-A? And it's not Leamington. It must be Leamington. In Ontario? Yeah? Is that right? Hi, Kathy. You have accomplished so much in your career as a singer-songwriter, and your guitar skills rank with the best, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Now that you are so successful and able to choose your own path, are there any other avenues you would like to pursue in order to keep challenging myself? Oh, I just lost the question. I just keep getting better at what I do, that's all. I mean, playing guitar, singing, writing songs, and all of those areas musically, but just, I don't know, to be a better husband and a better father and a better friend, and just keep growing. That's really it. Spiritually growing, and I just know what everyone's trying to do, just grow a little more every day. But career-wise, I love what I do. I don't have any acting, I don't have any, sort of burning desire to be an actor or juggler, acrobats, nothing like that. I think the screen's frozen up. Has our screen frozen up? It just locked up. Has it locked up over there?
Yeah, it just locked up.
I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but yeah? No? I don't know. Are we off air?
I think we should keep
there we are.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. It's the wonders of the internet. But anyway, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing right now, and just trying to keep getting better at it. That's really it. Roxanne from Clarenville in, where's this at? Where's NL?
Where's
NL?
it is?
Why don't I know that? NL? Where's NL?
That is
Anybody know
not.
NL?
It's not. Maybe they meant to put Nebraska or something.
Yeah? We'll go with Netherlands. NL, Netherlands. I like that. Roxanne from Clarenville. I'm sure it's not NL, but there you go. It could be Nebraska, right? Maybe. But she's listening on KIXX anyway. Hi. Being from an island yourself, would you consider coming to our island of Newfoundland? I should have read the whole thing. Newfoundland, I guess it is, right? Even though it's spelled Newfoundland. Would I consider coming to the island to play a concert? Who has been the biggest musical influence? I'd love to come up there. Why not? Just so I know what's going on and what NL stands for. Yeah, good gosh. I would love to come up there and play. We just got to figure where that is, and we're there. Who has been the biggest musical influence for me? Oh gosh, I don't think anyone singularly has been the biggest influence for me. It's really it keeps moving. It's constantly moving. The people that influenced me. I mean, right from the beginning, it's like the guy that played in the band up the street from me influenced me, and then and then when I moved to the city of Brisbane, the guy that played in the cool band there, he influenced me. And so it was even local people. Really, I just wanted to be as good as that guy. And then of course, you know, the artists. The Johnny Cash was the first concert I ever went to, and that was a huge influence. But I mean, I think I was 4 or 5 years old, and that was like unbelievable to see this guy on a stage with an acoustic guitar and just one spotlight and just the hush over the audience and this just incredible thing, this power coming from this guy was just phenomenal. But you know, through the years, it was Glenn Campbell, and then Don Williams, and Ronnie Milsap, and then the Eagles, and Fleetwood Mac, and Jackson Browne, and Supertramp, and Dire Straits, and Alabama, and I mean, it's all over the place. The people that influenced me, and it just comes from all places. John Mellencamp was a huge influence in the late '80s around Lonesome Jubilee. That record was a major, like, cataclysmic shift in direction for me about organic instruments with muscular sort of rock rhythm section. You know, the fact that these things could come together in such a way was profound to me. The fact you could have accordion and fiddle and acoustic guitar with this big sort of raw primal rhythm section was astounding, and was very influential for the kind of music I gravitated towards. Dr. Hook, the album Bankrupt, was a huge influence on the humor. If there's any humor in my music, I think it's all come from that one album. If you guys listen to Bankrupt by Dr. Hook, you'll be amazed how funny and sort of raw, and I don't know. It's a great record. I just heard that again yesterday. Anyway, it's a non-genre record, I think. That's the thing. It's its own thing. Gosh, that was a long answer. Well, I've forgotten the question now. Michelle from Stanwood in Washington State. She wants to know, does Sunday recognize your voice on the radio? If so, what is her response? Does she know the words to any of your songs yet? She does recognize my voice, but apparently she recognizes Kenny Chesney also as her father, and occasionally Brad Paisley as Daddy as well. So I'll be having words to both those gentlemen at some point. Meg from San Antonio, Texas. Hi, Meg. Hi, Keith. That's so funny. Every time I see San Antonio, I always think when I was like young and went into Talent Quest, the first thing I learned was this. Where's it? Like a. I thought that was like the coolest thing I'd ever played in my life. When I was a child down in South Carolina, soon the Saturday sun went on down. My folks and sister would go and leave me home all alone, going to that big square dance in town. Now my old radio would play that old opera show, so I never got lonesome or blue. I'd fall asleep in my chair and dream that I was right there, just singing the whole night through. Well, my folks would come home, they'd be singing a song. Mama would smile and say, child, don't you know, there ain't a thing in this world to make you fall in love, boy, like the San Antonio stroll. Oh yeah, then. Ha! Every time I see San Antonio, I always think of that song.